evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falkor Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one.
Dion.
It's not crashing. People quick glitching, bro.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
All right, I went over the breeze. I want to.
So here we go. Should be a good one. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice counter shot. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Ted, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe this? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Straight right just misses. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Wilder in that last round.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that.
Oh, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Spider told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Beautiful counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. The perfect counter lands. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Last round.
Big,
at this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Come on, breathe. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Just missed with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
I'm going to the right chef after this fight.
Shot from the gods.
I'm going to the right chef for this fight.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fights.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round.
That's a deal, Two-Face.
Talk about Wilder in that last
back into
round.
the fight that round.
So it's
That's
plan
his
B
round.
time after
You got
being knocked
complacent.
down in that round.
The fight's not over yet. You want to go out there and...
Here's the bell for round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This with the jab. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round.
Come
Well, he
on,
is
you're
glad to
switching
have
off.
heard that
I need you
bell.
to switch
Needs a
back on.
knockout
Get
without a
focused. Get your mind back on the job.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
A perfect counter shot. Missed him with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Listen,
Wilder in that last round.
what are you doing?
Talk about a
I need you to
one-sided
focus on
3
what
minutes.
you're
We
doing.
just
You
saw.
don't want to
I
lose this
seriously
fight, do
hope
you?
the judges
Come
kept
on,
their eye on
you let
this
him
fight,
back into
because if
this.
they
You're better
haven't,
than this
then-
kid.
Nice round, good round. I like it.
Here's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Wilder in that
Switching
last
off.
round.
He's starting to make
We'll see how
mistakes.
much
He's
endurance
switching off. Get your mind back on the job.
Round 7, here we go. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nice counter punch. Talking about
What are you
Wilder in that
doing?
last round.
You switched off completely. I need you to focus.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A lot of effort being exerted here. And he scores with the counter. Throws the uppercut but misses. Is he going to punch himself out? Did you see that? Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Some might have thought the fight...